beautiful stars, reading time. I want to do cosmic deck first. I'm actually seeing a lot of red cards in my mind, so normally when I go for these, it's yellow cards you, red cards connected energy, but these could also be some maybe just certain emotional blocks that you're... Hold on, actually, we're changing it up. I want moon cards first, which I never do. So let's get these first. Okay, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Maybe that's why your energy could be feeling a little bit off right now. This is good energy. So you could be coming into the end of a tough cycle. Beautiful. But communication is key with what comes next. Okay. Oh, you were good enough. Maybe right now, one of those energy blocks, maybe you're feeling a lack of confidence towards certain situations in your life right now. Maybe you need to do some solar clearing at the moment. And, oh, this is good. A new romantic cycle begins. So maybe part of your tough cycle, you haven't had the best luck in the romance department. Maybe that's what's knocking your confidence here as well. Okay. Let's just confirm these. And I want to get those cosmic cards. Okay, so with this end of a tough cycle, a lot of negativity is about to be released. Beautiful. I always say whatever our main focus is in our mind, especially for this collective, if there are quite negative things that you're focusing on, kind of glass half empty, especially when it comes to communication with self, negative self-talk, especially with this, communication is key. I'm seeing that don't let the past hold you back. Sometimes we can go into a lot of self-sabotage. I'm seeing that Hermit in reverse when it's tied to paranoia, when we've been going through a little bit of a rough trot emotionally, externally, actual people in our life. I want one more for this. Oh. Yeah, there's something gaining momentum right now. So I just feel this collective, you definitely need to have a little bit more of a positive outlook. Like I said, I'm going to go for those cosmic cards because those red cards I was seeing, I actually feel some of them may be internal energy blocks for you, especially with this negativity card. Communication is key. Oh, that was the answers you need are coming. Wow, so there is a new start, new romantic cycle, end of a tough cycle. This is really good. But even the way you communicate, again, with self, others, new. All right, let's just get these two. Oh, so there's something about confidence, self-love, self-care, self-appreciation. It's time to take action when it comes to self right now. There's clearly something with this next chapter. Confidence is key to your success. So your higher self, ancestors, really wanting you to work on something with your internal outlook of self. Maybe a few insecurities have been coming to surface for a reason. Anything that's in the forefront of your mind right now, as you're ending a cycle, they're wanting you to ascend from these things. So intuitively, if you've been being pushed to do certain things for self, even if it's better eating habits, exercise routines, getting yourself out there a bit more, let it be with friends, whatever it may be, new courses, there's something here, it's time to take action for you, and they would be giving you inspired action through intuition, so don't hold it off. This will help you relieve certain negative outlooks on things. And then this last one, confidence is key to your success with this new romantic cycle. So I was feeling that there's something here. It's sad I'm seeing that not enough card. This collective, you must have had really a tough trot when it comes to the romance department, because for the right collective, it would have really knocked your confidence if They're asking you to have confidence and reassuring you you are good enough. This is part of this energy that needs to be focused on, because this is gaining momentum, so it's not far off. Okay, let's get these cosmic cards quickly and then we'll break this reading down. Maybe you might have to step out of your comfort zone with what comes next. All right. Okay, let's get these. All right, main collective. So yellow cards you, red cards are connecting energy. But again, I'm feeling some of these red cards may be things you need to work on internally yourself. Let's see. All right, main collective. Oh. I feel that's you guys about your focus. When you're not focused, there's something about just focus on the right things right now. This is disruption through a lack of focus. Golden gift, that's great. Okay. Oh, I knew there was going to be a lot of red cards here. This is going to be... Okay. Hold on, let's get you... So you've got a golden opportunity. Oh my gosh. All right, so we've got one yellow card. So there is a golden opportunity through this end of a tough cycle. But as I'm going through these, remember, I don't just think this is connected energy. I think this is some stuff here which is blocking this, not blocking, but just things you need to remove with that negativity right now with self-talk. All right, so we've got, as I'm reading these are literally about their energy, but let me just go through them to see what is yours and what is connected. Okay, so they're blocking their light. Their efforts to shine are being diminished. I feel this is a little bit of your energy right now with a lack of confidence. Again, maybe you've been in this tough cycle for a very long time. It's kind of just blurred into every day feels the same for you, which is lacking your confidence. That change is approaching, right? I feel this collective, maybe you're one of my collectives, you really just have been on that hamster wheel energy. Every day is the same. Eat, sleep, repeat, right? Which I don't even think you would realize that you don't have confidence with what's coming next. It's like this focus card. It's not even that you have a lack of focus. I just think maybe the joy and the magic of this world and, you know, things just happening like out of nowhere. It's like you've forgotten this in your soul, right? The right collective, you'll know what I'm saying. It's that surrender to the wonder and awe of this world. You know that card? It's like reconnect to that magical self within. I think this collective, you're normally very optimistic, and I don't think you're intentionally being negative, but it just feels like because you've been stuck in this same stagnant energy, there's something here. I just think you're not focusing, again, on that magic. The magic in the air, which is always magic in the air. Okay, the blinding light. Oh, you're distracted with illusions. I feel this is you. So this is about someone else being distracted in their illusions. But I feel that's this collective. Maybe you're distracted a little bit with false hope and not even knowing. A kind of stone of doubt energy. And let's just say right now, I'm hearing this, I'm going to say it. Let's say this new romantic cycle, because it's clearly destined for this collective. What if this really is a soul alignment? What if your souls are already connected energetically, even if you don't know this person? Maybe this person that's destined for you, them themselves are going through some of these things and you wouldn't even know. So strengthen your energy, right? Right, collective, you'll know what I'm saying. Mirror of deception. Okay, reflecting their negativity back to them. As I said, you guys could be reflecting and not even know it. That just blew me away with wings of weakness. You know what I'm feeling now? Because there's a reason I was like, is it connected or is it this collective? Okay, bear with me. This will make sense. I read a lot of divines, right? Now, just before you meet your divine, you are activating your divine frequency, if you know it or not. So you guys are starting to find more of a spiritual outlook in life, or you guys, it normally is a transition from a karmic catalyst, someone you've been with for a very long time that just kind of broke you to the core, and coming into the end of that relationship, you start delving into that enlightened energy within, even if it's just you starting to watch tarot, or just starting to just see the world a little bit differently, more lean towards religion. It's like you guys just start to expand your spiritual soul, right? Because you're welcoming the frequency of your divine. So as you guys are going through this, just because you can't see where that divine person is, there's a room they're in, they're going through the same thing. Your threads are calling each other, you're mirroring, right? Mirroring. I'm hearing this for a reason. I feel this collective, these emotional blocks, because this moon part, it's so much about you and letting go of negativity. Don't hold on to the past. There's an energy coming for you right now that's unstoppable. It's a golden opportunity. But these energies here, this is the lack of confidence, the I don't want to say wings of weakness, but it really is that stone of doubt. I think you've just been let down so much in past cycles in your life, and unfortunately right now you've kind of been stuck in a cycle that just feels never ending. You've become numb to it, right? And I don't think you realize how much it's affecting that internal magic within. It's like you're blinded to an illusion you can't even see. And this collective's illusion, it comes from, I don't want to say wings of weakness, but lack of confidence that you do deserve a beautiful life, and a beautiful life will unfold for you, right? And I genuinely feel for this collective, and I will confirm you have such a magical soul alignment that you might not even know, right? I always say what is destined for you, what is on the end of your red thread will not pass you by. And for this collective, your new romantic cycle, I feel that I wouldn't have deviated to divine energy if you weren't calling in someone very, very special that I feel could genuinely be cut from the same cloth as you, right? And we will confirm everything, but it's coming to my mind for a reason. But look at this one beautiful opportunity that's here, that's already gaining momentum, but look at what's surrounding it with energetical blocks. And the sad thing is this collective, because you're not in this rapid change, it's just kind of numb and stuck, and more doubt if anything. I don't think you realize how much this is disrupting your opportunity. Biggest thing I'm hearing is not find that magic again. You're clearly magical. I wouldn't be going for this deck if you weren't. But believe in that magic again. It's that unicorn energy. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real. Okay. Why did I just see in my mind an actual sunflower? I know that doesn't look like a sunflower, but I just saw one. So you could have just bought some sunflowers. So that could be your favorite flower. Another one. Oh, I knew it. This is about illusion of control. It's not your ego's time, it's divine timing. And I always say, people that feel like they're in control, this whole world is timed to the millisecond. Everything that happens to us, there's this illusion. And I think this collective, maybe you really do. I don't want to say you feel a lack of control, but I'm actually hearing a bit of the opposite, because I felt that before. It's not like you have a rapid changing temperament or this or that. I think you feel very, if anything, in control of your life and in control of kind of the energy that you're sitting in, which might be creating a bit of comfortability. But what comes next? you've got no control of. This feels very serendipitous, what's on its way to you. But there's this illusion of control and a certain structure that you have right now, which really is about to change, right? Even if it's internal mindset. This says they will waste energy on things they can't control. Don't waste your energy. Let things unfold, right? It's really odd because I'm feeling this is all collectives blocks, but whoever this energy is that's connected to you, and again, it may not be someone you know. If you were truly soully bound, you would have a lot of the same soul blocks, right? Let's get one more. Hopefully we get another yellow one. Yay, we got it. Your inner flame needs to ignite again. The passion for life, the passion for self. Maybe that's what it is. It's just a little bit of lack of passion with what you're doing currently. I feel this collective, you just feel stuck and you don't even know you're stuck. It's the same day in, day out. And this is why for the right collective, they're trying to give you inspired action with that you are good enough. So doing things that ignite that passion again, right? When you're choosing self every day. And this is why I tell everybody, I think everybody should have some form of active lifestyle, and not even just, not for appearance, but it's choosing self every day. All those times you want to say no, you say yes. Mental discipline, self-love, you're loving yourself, right? Doing things that ignite that flame of self-love and creativity. Everybody in this world should have some form of creative outlet, especially if you're a spiritual soul. It's what develops that imagination, right? Without imagination, life's rubbish. Maybe part of your flame of passion, you need to start being more creative. Let it be painting, drawing, pottery, Lego, whatever it is. There's something here, your creative mind is seeking you as well, right? When we're in creative flow, we're like inner children. I always say our creator is the perfect example. Look what our creator created. And we have our creator in all of us. It's part of what ignites our soul. And maybe that's something you're lacking right now. Ignite that passion within. Igniting your inner drive again. Your determination is your greatest strength. And again, the biggest thing I'm feeling, there's nothing wrong that's happening with this collective. It's not like you're like, but it's because you're so accustomed now, because there hasn't been change, because there hasn't been any evolution. Life is feeling a little bit boring, right? But if you are a cosmic child, because I wouldn't be getting this deck if you weren't, you were sent here to put the magic into people's world, right? But if you're not feeling the magic in your world, how are you going to make people believe in the magic in this world, right? It's like your ancestors, your higher self. They want you to find that childlike spark again. Why am I seeing Harry Potter? Maybe you need to watch all the Harry Potters. That might ignite it in you. I love Harry Potter. Remember, you're not part of that 85%, the blocked bloody robots in this world. You see. So don't get back into that outlook. This journey is to change that belief system that most of society is stuck in. The hamster wheel. You are not destined for a hamster wheel life. Just remember that. Because whatever's coming, it's already coming. And they don't want negativity, lack of confidence. They don't want this to pass you by. This is an opportunity that is going to truly make your soul shine. And it's funny, it says seize the moments that shine. But I don't know if you guys have heard me explain this, but when you guys activate, you break free from the 2-year karmic cycles, right? where this whole world is bound to these 2-year karmic repetitive cycles. Once you guys activate, because you're clearing your karmic debris, that purple curtain that's bound to us all, your cycles can kind of all meld in. They're just because you're healing, you're developing, you're connecting to your inner self, your dharma, so where most of the population that's bound, I always say at the start of our 2-year cycle, we get the blessings, we get the opportunities, but when we're not learning, going through self-awareness, kicking off our shadow self, cycles repeat and get harder and harder. So when those blessings come in, we're not showing gratitude, appreciation, changing our karmic energy. About halfway through that cycle, things start to fall apart. Things start to get progressively worse, right? And as every 2-year cycle goes on in life, the blessings, and everybody's got their own cycles bound to them that matches their karmic energy that they need to be self-aware about. But the opportunities are greater, but the losses are harder, till it finally snaps us out and we start to realize, I need to change in life. I'm sick of repeating my life. I'm sick of repeating the loss, right? But once you guys break free from that through your great awakening, your spiritual awakening, where other people get the little blessings, that you guys are literally like this. It's like it's all accumulated. Where there's bad karma, there's good karma. And I always say, but when it's time, and your commitment has been tested time and time again, small steps, big accomplishments, the turtle's journey, it's like a big fat present that's delivered on your doorstep when it's time. And when that present can create longevity and permanence, it's not a blessing that comes in and is going to be removed. It's a blessing that is offered, miracle energy, to stay forever because you deserve it, right? And this collective, it's like you've got your big, beautiful present being delivered by a rainbow right to your front doorstep. Don't let the past hold you back. And have confidence with what's coming next. I always say this journey isn't just to heal trauma belief system, but it's to appreciate happiness. It's to appreciate the toppings that finally come. We don't wish it away. Is this too good to be true? Letting the past hold us back, the lack of confidence that we're good enough to maintain these things, then the negative self-talk and the fear starts to come in. This is to teach you. You deserve this, right? So where everyone else has been bound to their 2-year cycles that are around you, so you probably see them getting blessings and this, and but I'm healing, why is nothing happening in my life? Because it's getting accumulated. You broke free. You're not bound to the 2 years anymore. Some of you guys can get stuck in this with your commitment getting tested for multiple cycles. 4, 5, 6, 7 years of it all just feeling the same. But they're preparing you for your jackpot. And this collective, it's knocking at your door, but you will be on a crossroads here. So right now, just advice, start doing things that make you love you. Start doing things that make you choose you every day. Start igniting that flame of passion. You need confidence in what comes next, and you truly need to believe you deserve what comes next, so you don't self-sabotage or go into self-destruction. Confidence is key. We talk about the cake period all the time. You've gone through that many baking periods, that many cooling off periods, which unfortunately, as those lessons and tests were coming in, you never failed those lessons, but you were just prolonging your timeline with lessons not learned. It's like you're at this point, this cooling period, finally your toppings are ready, however many years later it's been, right? I'm seeing that chariot. So right now your cooling off period is to release the doubt. It's to stay focused and remember the magical, powerful, beautiful person that you are. Don't be blinded by illusions of society that you've been breaking free from. Don't deceive yourself internally. Don't focus on negativity. Release your wings of weakness. Remember your wings of grace. And remember, what's that mean? How do we find our wings? The universe pushing us off that cliff. So that's the only way we learn how to fly. They're not weak, they're golden. Remember that. I don't even think you realize that maybe right now how blocked you are, because you're in comfort. You feel in control finally for the first time in your life. Life may be boring, but you're probably thinking, well, at least I'm not going through shit. But you deserve excitement. You deserve passion. You deserve this change. What comes next you cannot control. Just be the best version of self. And part of the best version of this collective self is your magic, clearly. Because it's your magic that needs to be found again. Let's get one more. Oh, you're drained. Deprivation, veins of deprivation. You're literally drained. You'd be feeling so unmotivated. You're feeling drained of energy and support, but again, this collective, you're accustomed to it now. You're numb to it. And this collective, even though life seems like this, you feel like you're in control. Your life was destined for so much more, but it's time to believe again. Let's get rid of this. You would be feeling over the past few months, because they've clearly been preparing you, not yourself. You'd be feeling drained, lack of motivation, empty. The things that once ignited your flame would probably not ignite your flame right now. Because what comes next, it's different things that are meant to ignite this flame. It smells like void period. And once we come out of void period, we can move mountains. Okay, I don't want to get any more chains of stagnation, because I just feel more red cards are going to come out. Your biggest block right now is your lack of belief that your life can change in literally a second. It can change overnight. You can go to sleep with one life and wake up with a completely different life, even if you've been in years of rusted chains of stagnation. Believe in the impossible. It's I'm possible, prosperity charm. Okay, let's just quickly, I want to get these before we keep going. Alright, a universal message for you. With what is coming next for this beautiful color. Oh my God, the fall, the new journey, major opportunities. Stallion, we love that. You're about to break free. Strong emotions. Okay, one more for your top row. 4 could be important as well. 4A, A, the initial A. Literally new beginnings, inner child spark. Okay, so everything that's been stuck, everything that feels unlikely, it's stuck, which is literally what you're going through right now. Things are going to start to ground. Duty bound, and I feel that's part of this collective. It's just the same day in, day out. Maybe work's really the only thing in your life that is very consistent, and just, again, I'm not feeling any ups and downs here. I just feel the right collective. It's just kind of but very dependable, tangible energy. You've been creating builders and markers without you even knowing, through your commitment getting tested. Anchor energy, good. So what's on its way is really going to anchor you, because you've learnt to be your own anchor. And I know right now all the things that are blocking you, but without these years of growth internally and stagnation, and you've created stability, you've become so enduring and perseverant, you never give up. Again, you've created security around you, willpower, mental discipline, long-lasting energy. And we said that with that golden opportunity. Your persistence is being rewarded. So now that you are an anchor within, what are you going to mirror out for the right energy? The same thing. Someone that anchors you. Watch from the beginning. You've got a new romantic cycle, which means you've broken free from your old romantic cycles. You've learned that through no longer being bound to that karmic wheel. New, vibrant. You've been stuck because, and I say this all the time, we need to master the stepping stone first. So those cooling periods, the bake periods and the cooling periods, you would have had so many lessons of what has kept you stuck, but unfortunately you kept falling short to the same lesson. But for the right collective, the reason it's not stuck anymore, watch from the beginning, is because you've learnt to create the new cycle, which means you've broken free from the old. You really have become this, and you deserve this in return. Stallion, breaking free. You're unleashing that inner beast, the passion. Strong emotions are on the way, and I think you miss your strong emotions. You miss your flame. Oh my, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. When I was reading and I deviated and I said when you're welcoming your divine, how your frequency changes and you don't need to be in the same room, you're reflecting each other as you're calling in on that thread. This collective, you are about to get your thread released. What is really destined for you? True divine connection on its way. Horn, sign, unconditional love, legendary, a true divine union. Eternal love, infinity, endurance, connected, a love of a lifetime, because you deserve it. What's coming next is going to blow you away. This first part of this reading is so important, because you need to release the negativity. You need confidence. You've clearly had such a tough, there's so many love cards about new cycles, new this. When it comes to your heart space, it's probably been tarnished. But without confidence with this new cycle, you don't want to push something away that's destined to you because you don't feel good enough for it internally. Because that's, without you knowing here, you're pushing it away with self-doubt and negativity. It's because you don't think you deserve it internally. This collective, you do. You do deserve it. Number 24. That could be important to tie you to this new person. Whatever it is, it's a new romantic cycle. You're not going to repeat the past. Let go of the past. Brand new beginnings. New perspective. Creativity, we had that to ignite your creative spark right now. Carefree. Spontaneous. New perspective. Number 13. 13J. This is beautiful. Okay, let's confirm. The reason it was stuck, because you had to change your belief system. We spoke about this at the start. And what are you falling back into right now? You had to stand alone. You had to learn. You had to learn how to become this anchor within. You had to break free from the hierarchy, the governments, the bloody programming, the collective. You had to break free from it all. And you had to learn how to transition from loneliness to independence. This was destined for you. Just how what's coming next, golden opportunity, big fat present, is also destined for you. They were preparing you for this. Get back into your belief and release your stone of doubt. This time internally could not be escaped. This takes a long time to understand this energy and break free from that 85%. 19th of June could be an important date. Or memory. Anchor. Soul contract. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course this is here. Agreement, pact, cycle, soul contract, partnership, trust, alliance, commitment, circular, continuing on, promise, bond. So what did we just say? You had to develop this because part of your contract, you are matched with this. You have that anchor approaching. It's destined for you. It's being activated in your soul contract right now. 25. That says 35 and 9. Oh, this is going to be a nice reading. But what's your first part? You got to get rid of those red blocks. You don't want to miss this opportunity. I want one more for this row. Oh, I don't want to read that. Actually, you may be tested with the old. I keep saying this feels like brand new energy. This anchor soul contract does not feel, if I've been reading this and you've been thinking of someone that's a stalemate, that's standoffish, that's non-committal, that blocks you, that delays this, refusing to compromise, it is not this person. You've got a brand new romantic cycle. Sorry, I have to say it. This collective, you've broken free from that mess. But I will say this, especially with all those red blocks, a lot of the time just before the new comes in, we get tested with the old. Now, if this is bound to your contract, what do you want by your side? This or this, right? Just saying, I'm just here for advice. But I don't know anybody that would want this over this. The only people that want this over this are broken. People that don't feel they're good enough for this. Watch from the beginning. You keep craving this, trauma. This collective, you have been stuck and breaking free from the things that keep you bound to your shadow. Your trauma. You have found that version of you that was lost. What do you want by your side? An anchor or a stalemate? Sorry. I have to say it for this collective because you don't want to miss this opportunity because of all those little red blocks, and it all comes down to you are good enough. You really are. Watch from the beginning. I feel this could be maybe a hard test for you. Oh, Let's get one more for that now, please. Where's the island? Oh my God, and then the mountain came out. The island wanted to, I was like, oh, so the mountain came out. Oh God. This stalemate has created a mountain because it was a stepping stone you could not get past. This collective, you probably thought for so long, this person was this. You couldn't let go of it. You couldn't let go of it. Don't bring it into your new cycle. Obstacles, problems, blocked, double blocked. So you've got one of them. Cold, indifferent, barriers, stubborn, delays. Ew. This has delayed this for you because the right collective, I can feel it already. You thought this was this and you couldn't let go. Fox! Stop. Stop. All right, Stallion. Balancing. The duality, sugar and spice. Oh, the beaver came out. You're making your dreams a reality right now. But all the things that worked against you, all the things that made you feel stuck, even this stalemate, it was all to make your dreams come true. And I guess without them giving you the fire time and time again, you wouldn't have grown and developed into this anchor. But you've got the beaver under this. 8th of April could be important, or the 4th of August. Your persistence is about to pay off. All right, this Celtic knot. Oh. Sagittarius. Ooh, because you're migrating from the past. There could be a little bit of distance with this person, but this is about moving, renovations, relocations, a very dependable energy, very faithful energy, someone that doesn't leave no one behind, their loyalty. They know where they're going in life, and you'll know. You'll know. When you meet this, you'll feel it. 14. Let's get one more for that. That very dependable energy. On target, that was. Butterfly. Truth, and I said with the wings of weakness, more like your golden wings, right? So with this, because of your metamorphosis, it's time. But be open, embrace this change. Evolution of the soul, you've risen up. Inspiration, you've reinvented yourself. I always say, you know when you're really healing, because energy like this. Ask yourself this: if you've been on a healing journey and someone returns from the past, and it doesn't just have to be love, a friendship or past work colleague or someone that you used to, you know, kind of get along with, although I do say biggest lessons are past loves returning, and the old behavior that you used to put up with, they show you that it literally repulses you. You see through it, and it makes you feel like, how was I bound to you? How did I love you so much? Like, it's such a reflection of who you once were, right? And how stuck and stagnant that energy is, and the lack of it just is like such a wake-up call, right? Now, this collective, you have genuinely gone through this. You've reinvented yourself. First part, you wouldn't have this new romantic cycle if you didn't break through your old romantic cycles that you were drawn to. You've learnt the lesson, right? I just can't see how this collective, even if you've got this thing appearing, I can't see how you would, if anything, maybe it's eye-opening. Maybe this is returning as a love lesson to show you how far you've come, right? Because whatever's coming in your soul contract, even if you've got an appearance of this, you're going to see very, very quickly, this is not my anchor. But you're going to break free from the veil. Because this collective, and when that happens, it's magic. When you finally see someone for who they are, and you really, really have been bound to something, and you just, I don't even want to say it's their mask, it's, some people are just not destined to evolve in this lifetime, right? And that's on them. But once you're presented someone, especially from years ago, that you have grown, and they've just been stuck, if not worse, the magic it does for the soul, for release, it's unexplainable. And I feel you've got that moment coming, right? Where it's not you trying or getting, it's like this, because you've genuinely reinvented yourself. You've genuinely moved on from this energy. You would not be destined to divine love, someone that was dependable, loyal, faithful, knows where they're going in life, if you were not that. You would not be getting this, if you were not that, right? The reason I'm saying this for this collective, even if you have some form of appearance, I actually don't think it's going to tempt you. I think it's going to break you free. Oh, and you stop it. Marriage, but you got the double cards of changing the belief system, the collective consciousness, the programming, right? You're going to find your magic again. Principles, religion, marriage, collective consciousness, belief system, the structure, the traditions, the programming, brand new perspective. Your innocence is coming back. Big things. Big things. Let's get one more overall. Talking to myself. The world came out, and then I was shuffling, and that magnet wanted to come out, but it didn't. So I said, maybe you'll have a little test, but then expect the unexpected. It's not what you're expecting. This is going to blow you away. And as I was reading this, I said, I feel this collective for so long you thought that was this. It's something unexpected. What's coming next is literally going to blow you away. And it's going to ignite that passion and desire again. This is beautiful. Very nice. All right, we have to get what's around your heart space now, especially with that. Then I'm going to get animal cards. I'm going to get tarot. Let's see this first. Perfect. Healthier choices, making healthier choices in love, in life, self-care, self-love, being happier. So this collective, you're already doing it, but you're just kind of stuck in the numbness right now. Now, this is beautiful because you are going through growth and change. Through endings, new beginnings arrive. Through growth, change, liberation, transition, because you finally ended these cycles. Watch from the beginning. You wouldn't be getting this new romantic cycle without this end of a tough cycle approaching, right? That makes sense. End of a tough cycle approaching. So you need to close this off to welcome the new. Makes sense with this revelation, the truth, the sword of truth. So yes, you've got clarity, revelation, but standing in your power and protecting yourself. The moon cards, that all makes sense. The end of a tough cycle approaches when you release negativity. What's negative? The stalemate, the mountain, the ba 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 ba. Ding! Light bulb. I just got a light bulb when I saw this. You need to watch from part 1, this collective. You've got to stay in your power. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you need and want. What takes your positive mindset away? Because right now, this is what your higher self is seeking again. That beautiful, positive, optimistic, glass overflowing outlook that you normally have, right? You deserve bliss. Sailing boat, finally. Progression arriving, receiving exactly what you need, moving on from closure issues. You know, a big part of this, and if anybody's gone through this, please comment to give this collective some encouragement. Anybody that's gone through that, seeing through someone's veil and getting the ick and releasing, please comment, because this collective, I think this is part of your sailboat. I think you are going to be so shocked that you were bound to something for so long that you should never have been bound to. You are really going to understand the valuable lesson of why certain people are literally soul bound to you. Not because they're your twin, this, that. Lessons of growth, right? And whatever's been bound to you, their literal lesson for you was to build your anchor within, to teach you your self-love. They burnt you that much. You finally understand what you deserve, right? But that's all they were, and that is okay. And this collective, you are about to get that sailing boat that confirms that to you. They were a lesson of self-growth. They were a lesson of me making healthier choices, choosing me, finding myself, self-love. They were a lesson of this. To teach me what I really want in my life. Positivity, bliss. People that are optimistic. People that see life overflowing, right? Not people I need to protect myself with. Not people I'm constantly needing to seek truths with. Not people that I cannot trust. This is a big thing coming for this collective, because by seeing through this is what's activating a brand new cycle, that golden opportunity, removing all of that red debris around you. Very good. Okay, let's confirm. Healthier choices from third-party interference, seduction, temptation. Ew. You don't want that no more. The stalemate. This is where the healthier choices. Coffin. I knew. Remember I said that at the start. The not enough. bloody saw that card. So you need to understand you're good enough. Have confidence in what's coming next. So this needs a new beginning. This is part of what you need to release. The lack of confidence that you deserve everything in this world. That you deserve it. Lack of confidence, self-sabotage, your fear, ego. This needs to be removed for the right collective. Don't let this energy hold you back. That transition from double whammy. The middle row, you got the dragonfly and the sword of truth on its way. But this situation, protect yourself, but adapt, change and heal through it. Don't let it knock you back anymore. Don't let this person's stalemate mountain energy create this uncertainty in you anymore. You are not that. You don't align with that anymore. You've broken free from that. Remember, you're in a new cycle. You're welcoming a new cycle. Don't let this situation bring up this version of you anymore, because you are not that. Okay? I'm going to get my purple deck next. This is important. But they're saying protect you, stand in your power, but finally see through it. Have that epiphany, have that light bulb moment. Queen of Pentacles, grounded, elegant, sophisticated, graceful, boundaries, realistic. Oh, your true twin. Watch from the beginning. This is what's really coming for you. Your true divine. Your true divine. Keep a positive mindset. That mountain, stalemate, remember that is not your anchor. That is your red debris around you. Someone new, receiving exactly what you need. This collective, you're going to be so shocked. Literally, expect the unexpected. It's going to blow you away. You're finally going to release that baggage, the ball and chain. And I always say this, when I feel energy like this in a collective, this collective, you could love someone that much that made you feel that way. Imagine truly that Celtic knot, true divine twin energy. Imagine how much love you'll feel here. This is beautiful. Beautiful. And letting go of this, you've learnt the karmic lessons here. You've learnt it. Let it go. No more turmoil, no more resentment. Let go. Love you. This little present, big present, I'm going to say, is going to change this collective's life in so many beautiful ways. And again, you deserve it. Remember, you are good enough. All right, let's get this purple deck. This is what you've got to prepare for. All right. All right, here we go. What's this sword of truth and this dragonfly for this collective? Okay, well, we know that. Everything that's put you on pause. Maybe someone that was more of a shorter-lived romance. Talking to myself, what I was saying, that it was always meant to not feel like the right time, because they were meant to teach you this in your soul contract. They were meant to teach you how to break free from craving stalemate mountain energy. They were meant to teach you that anchor. It was destiny for this person and you to always have interference, because it was meant to break you free from the shackles of that not enough energy, right? all this person reflects to you, right? And I'm saying this from a place of love, is that you weren't enough for them, but you kept choosing it because it was something bound to your shadow self, right? It was only short-lived. It was something like this, but yet you always orbited to teach you this lesson. Yes, they're about to be back. They do not deserve any of your emotion. Protect yourself, but see through it. That dragonfly. Adapt through it. Thank them. Thank you for teaching me to see myself. Thank you for teaching me to choose myself. I release you. Have the best life. And cement that door shut. Okay. Yeah, so with this person, always not the right time, stalemate, putting you in competition, if you knew it or not, there was always someone else in the middle here. Third party interference, but through the healthier choices, because of the third party interference, it made you love yourself, right? So yeah, this person chose wrong. That's something they'll have to live with for the rest of their life. Don't welcome this no more. How are you going to heal that not enough energy if you're always in a messy situation like this? And you know what I say? When you're choosing someone to be in your life, you're not just choosing them. It's the baggage that comes with it. It's family, it's friends, it's their trauma, it's their armor. You will never be able to, remember Divine Love and Twin Flame came out. You will never be able to truly, divinely, unconditionally love, understand, nurture someone's armor that always makes you feel like there's interference. It's not possible. It builds resentment. It builds anger. Everything that you have been working on, it would take you 10 steps back. And even what's approaching you right now, once again, there's still other people here sabotaging it, right? I wouldn't even say sabotage. It's a lesson for this collective's contract. Stop choosing someone from a place of love. I'm saying this. Stop choosing someone that doesn't choose you, right? Sorry, I have to say it. Watch from the beginning. You've got too many good things on its way to block this. Remember, end of a tough cycle approaching. It's time to release the negativity. Your first two cards. This, negativity. This equals tough cycle. This equals chains of stagnation, blinding illusion, all of that stuff, right? This holds back your golden opportunity. Oh, it's not even, sorry. Okay, so even if you've got a confession on its way, remember, standing in your power, yes, things are about to come to light, but it's going to be tempting. It's so hard when we finally break a cycle. It's not meant to be easy, right? You may, in the first time, finally get some deep words here, but this person still has this baggage. They still have this bound to them. I'm just here for advice, but this collective, you've been waiting so long for this, but I think you just had the face wrong. But that's okay. Let go of the control, the illusion of control. I always say what's really meant to be will not pass you by, but what's coming next with this, it's a lesson of self. They'll be back and you're going to end up feeling used, confession or not. This collective, again, middle row, sword of truth, but be lighthearted through whatever's coming. Adapt, change and heal through it. Even if you do accept this, it's not going to take long to show the lack of alignment and feel this again. And the sad thing is, for this collective, you are at the point of finally ending this tough cycle, which you've probably been at the point before, but unfortunately you always gave in to this instead of making room for the new. This is finding you to not repeat the same cycle. Finally welcome what you deserve, because you're ready for it. You're ready for it, but it comes down to your choice, right? Confession or not. You can see this person doesn't deserve you. They are not your anchor. Last one. Break the cycle. Trust in the divine. Surrender it. Surrender it. Everything in divine timing, let it flow. Surrender it. And if this collective, this reading is still, you're like, no, that's my person. In the moment, surrender it. Give it to the divine and trust then. If you think that the twin flame, the Celtic knot is this person, let it go. And if it really is, the divine will deliver it to you. But this, the whole reading, end of a tough cycle to create a new romantic cycle. Either way, this needs to be let go. Cycles. Through all the communication issues, always putting everything under review. Okay, I have to get a couple of these blue cards. Hold on, sorry. I'm being called to just get these. Universe's perspective over this confession. They'll be back, person. What you need to know about this person. Universe's perspective. And then you'll see this new energy that's coming. Okay. So they're in Five of Cups. Yeah, they're in grief, sadness, emotional baggage. They've clearly made the wrong decision. But literally baggage. There's a reason I said when you choose someone, you choose the baggage that comes with them. Is that a choice? Is that something you want to accept? They're still resisting change though. So they feel sad, but are they changing? This judgment, I think it's both ways. I think this person, their indecision, their self-doubt, which is affecting this collective, unwilling to learn karmic lessons, repeated patterns. They don't grow in life. And I had that moment to say, you understand when someone's not made for you. They do not develop and grow. You see through it. They're delayed. You've got a world being presented. They're in a world in reverse. They're delayed. They're stuck. They're stagnant. Full of disappointments. Try to take shortcuts in life. They're not moving forward. They're exactly where you left them, if not worse. Third party, love triangle, someone else in the middle. Three of Cups in reverse. Third party, love triangle, rival, heavy partying, other people's influence. This is how the universe is seeing them. Big test here. Finally get off your cooling period. Welcome those toppings, because this person, I'm telling you, they ain't a topping. They keep you reinserting you into bake period. Watch from the beginning. Oh, they could be some form of, they're literally some form of karmic lesson. So they've been bound to you life after life. Yeah, they're in nostalgia and memories and wanting to come back, but it doesn't mean anything. Someone returns from the past, revisiting the past. This collective letting go of tough cycles to welcome new romantic cycles. Let go of the past, right? This person keeps you bound to a version you are not. Last one. I think it's a lost cause. I'm going to be honest. This is about Seven of Wands in reverse. It is a card of compromise, but that's clearly what this person wants, but it doesn't mean they're changed, right? So because they may want to make amends and compromise here, live to fight another day because they're in Five of Cups, but look at the lack of change in them. Do they have potential to maybe go through an awakening in life? Yeah. But at the moment, I think this person's bound to the same karmic lessons time and time again. Love bomber. I just want to see what... Oh, well, that's good. Okay, I think they need to go through inner child healing, fake smiles. There's divine intervention, but I think that's for you as well. If they're bound to such a big lesson for you, you're clearly meant to give them lessons, but they're unbreakable right now. No matter what divine intervention, no matter what karma, judgment goes over them, they can sit in a messy, tower-filled life, long sufferer. If someone doesn't want change, they're not going to create change. Even if their life's miserable, they're unbreakable. They endure through the hardship. Nothing can break them, no matter how big the lightning storm is. Side piece. Knight of Wands. In reverse. This is them right now. So the universe has tried to wake them up. The universe keeps activating. For inner child healing to be here, there's some shit that gets resurfaced, but nothing will budge them. They put on a mask, pretend to be fake happy, even though their life's... And then they just choose this. Every deck for this. Third party, someone else. And now this. Ew. This collective, I said it before, you've genuinely thought they were your soul connection, your divine, but because you have had lives with them. Karmic lives, right? But this collective, because their energy felt so familiar, because they had such a big lesson to teach you about self-love, you put them in the category of soulmate, twin. You felt the remembrance of their soul, because you were meant to. Because they were finally, this was a lifetime. Every other lifetime you never learnt. They always got you stuck. This lifetime, make sure you learn. One more. That's good. They are destined for some things, but unfortunately they hide behind their mask. Anyone tied to you, this collective, would be destined to big things. There's a reason anyone would be in your life. You would give very, very valuable lessons, but the sad thing is this person clearly right now doesn't even see their potential in their lessons. They cover everything with fake happiness. But because they're so hurt, what do they do to others? Hurt. Not good. Okay. Be careful. I'm going to get this person's intention, but then I want to tap into this new person for you. And then we're going to get your tarot and what's coming. Although it's pretty obvious. Oh, so they're jealous of the way you glow. Stop it. So they would try and cage you. Your magnetism. You could be a Leo, they could be... I'm so used to being the center focus of everyone's attention, but you're insecure about that. So I'm going to clip your wings and be nasty to you and make you feel this big because you glow. This is their intention. So that you're triggering them with how much you glow. You trigger them. That's not healthy. That is not healthy. A partner is meant to make you thrive. A partner is meant to encourage you to soar with your wings. Partner's meant to make you be motivated to have even bigger, brighter wings. Not clip your wings because of their lack of confidence. Oh, that's not true. Maybe they feel that way because they're coming in with a confession and 5 of Cups. They could see or think they see you as a divine feminine, but this is about them. I'm working on my divine feminine side. I know I need to be more nurturing and understanding and compassionate towards myself and others. I want to be more soft and loving towards you, but then they've got to trigger over the top of it. So there'll be a jealous mess. So yeah, they know they need to be gentle and soft, probably win back your affections, but you've got to remember this person's still got side pieces and whatever in their life. So even though they know they need to be like this, there's something right now, you still trigger them. So even if they come through with words, it's just a mask. And what's even sadder, they know they lack empathy towards others. If they know they need to be more soft and loving and compassionate, they know they're an asshole. Unsent message. Oh my, run. This is, you know what it is? It's the notes app. This person's probably written 1,000 messages to you, and they won't, because of their ego, but they won't hit send. Their emotion is top secret. So they have all of this emotion for you, but their ego, their pride, and then they choose side pieces to numb it away and hurt other people because of it. All of this stuff they want to say to you, but because you glow, it's like this person doesn't want to fluff up your ego anymore, if they know it or not. Not that you have you know what I'm trying to say. So this, games, because they know the only way to come through confession, right, is some big things they need to say. But you've got to remember, you still trigger this person. They keep hitting delete for a reason. So whatever's coming words wise, it's literally words. It's not action, it's words. Oh, be careful. Oh, you got it. This person and their arrogance. This person thought you'd always be there. And this poor collective, you were always there. You literally got the card that I just expected you to wait for me. Even though you glow. I was so focused on, I don't even think this person was focused on their career and goals, but anyway, their world in reverse, judgment in reverse, but anyway, I took you for granted and expected you to wait for me. The arrogance. Unfortunately, you knew you'd be waiting forever. I'm sorry I never put you first. What, now that they can smell you moving on? Because that's what it is. Energetically, they feel it. You're not there anymore. You're about to be whipped up, right? This person, hopefully that means you put up with so much rubbish. This person was literally in this illusion. When they were ready, you'd still be there with open arms. So I'm gonna connect to situationships, side pieces, do this, that. When I'm ready, they'll be there. My angels. Oh, I can't. Literally, I use the word that this is just going to be words, right? But you got wordless underneath the divine feminine. I'm just hearing fake words. Let's be real. So they know they need to be compassionate. They know they need to be understanding. They need to have emotion here. This is what makes them delete, right? It's their ego. They're wordless underneath, knowing they need to be understanding, compassionate, and loving and nurturing. But I'm going to shut my mouth because that's going to bruise my ego if I get rejected. There is so much for me to tell you, but I'm unable to express myself in a rush. Probably, I'm seeing them as a Knight of Wands in reverse, so they keep quiet. This is their intention right now. And buckle up, because you've got a confession of gibberish coming towards you. Just saying. I want one more for this. I can't. But they want a new... I always say there's a difference with words and actions, but wanting new beginnings, but they can't even express that. Unsent message. Cancer energy. Leo, Capricorn, Cancer could be important, but the energy of this card underneath unsent message. I was always so hot and cold with you. So this is what makes them hit delete too. I know that was confusing, but I expected you to wait for me. Our connection was too much for me to handle, and it was the only way I could deal with it. So I'm going to treat you like rubbish because you glow and you trigger the bejeebus out of me because of the attention you get from others. So I'm going to create a trauma bond and a push and pull with you. And when I'm ready and I've lived my life and I've done this and that, you'll be here All I need to do is open up, be soft, loving, gentle, finally put my cards on the table, and I'll get this new beginning. But right now, I'm still not ready to do that because I still am connected to side piece, somebody else, third party interference. But I'm thinking about you so much right now. I can feel you pulling away, not that they know it energetically. This is being activated with the divine intervention. Remember, they're still unbreakable though. So I better do something quick. But what should I do? Strategizing, calculating in the background. Nope, that's not right. No, I'll delete that one. No, that's not the right time. This is right, collective. Hopefully this is making sense. This, no wonder you need to be in your protection, power, but also adapt, change, and heal through it. Don't show this person no emotion. They don't deserve it. Because still right now, in their energy, even though you trigger the shit out of them, subconsciously, they genuinely think when they open up and tell you they're ready, you're going to be there. Hopefully, that's a little bit of a wake-up call for this collective. Last one. Oh, they're dreaming. They're dreaming. And maybe that's what they tell themselves. Sorry, with this past life connection, if it's meant to be, it doesn't matter how long, we'll find our way back to each other. Maybe that they really do think that. I'm talking to myself, but I was saying if they genuinely believe this, they wouldn't treat you this way. They would not treat you this way. Remember this, collective, you've been bound to an illusion of control yourself in this whole situation with them being X, Y, and Z. So of course they're bound to some form of illusion. Look at what they were meant to teach you in your soul contract. You are a pivotal lesson for them as well, right? But they just haven't learnt their lesson. They feel this deep within, but if they really, really, really believed it, they would understand the power of love and they wouldn't treat you like this. One more. Because of their insecurities. And anybody that has this many insecurities that stands next to an angel, of course they're going to clip your wings. Accuse you of this, think you're cheating, always be this, telling you what to wear, telling you how to dress, telling you not to smile at people, you be nice to someone, start an argument. Ridiculous. You were destined for big things. You're probably destined for a 6 of Wands life. Watch from the beginning. That would never work. And because of their insecurities, they treat you horribly. No excuse. If you really knew who I was or how I felt, you may not love me anymore, so I'll hide my emotion. But I'm afraid you'll reject me if I show you who I really am. And I could feel it here. Scared of rejection. So they created this push and pull. Proper game player. Proper game player. Okay. Ugh. Let's get rid of that energy. All right, we're going to get this new person. How the universe sees this new person. We're clearly going to be beautiful. They're tied to you. This is your Celtic knot energy. And then we're going to get tarot for your next chapter, your golden opportunity. Oh, so there's someone that's been healing. They come from a higher perspective, soul searching, some form of enlightened soul within, right? And this is, remember we explained the divine energy as you're really calling it in. They themselves have been healing. They themselves have gone through karmic catalysts and a lot of lessons. And I'm just feeling a spiritual equal, someone that's grown through life, someone that knows how to find peace and resolve through emotion. Magician, magic. This person's magic. Strong sense of self, willpower, action, good mindset, and they could literally be magical. Literally, magician's mind. Master manifested. They may have a really good life as well if they've got magician energy. But successful. Hermit and Magician. Spiritual king, spiritual queen. But understands life, understands the power of the mind. Someone that sees life overflowing, glass overflowing, not negative Nancy. Remember we said that before. This person would be optimistic. They would know the power of the mind. Not a negative Nancy. Wheel of, it's destiny. Destiny. It's your wheel. It's literally destined for you. Magician. You got three major arcana straight away, and always say major arcana. Pivotal life lessons from the universe. This was universally made for you. This is someone you can expand with. Someone that's going to make you feel like luck is on your side. Someone that inspires you to be the best version of yourself. It's fated. This is going to make you feel like the wheel is turning in your favor. And I just noticed, and I went for this deck, Everything Happens for a Reason. The migration, the home. Remember that card came out underneath the Celtic knot. This is someone that you're going to build a foundation with. Life partner. It's that 10 of Cups. Unconditional love in your home. Very nice. This is so cute. It's got the Kundalini awakening. It's got the shooting star wishes coming true. The sun energy, happiest card in the deck. The engagement ring, book of magic, and the heart space, and the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And remember I said your golden opportunities being delivered on a rainbow? What a good Wheel of Fortune card. Black and white cat. Maybe this person has a black and white cat, or you could. And a black cat. Judgment. 4 card literally sent from up. They're blowing their trumpet. 4 major arcana for this person. They're awakened. They could be in their dharma, their birthright. But again, the strength of the mind. I feel this person, especially with this hermit journey, they've reconciled their past, present, future version of themselves. There's a wholeness in them, right? But they themselves, new spiritual story, right? Rebirth. Very universally guided. Important numbers to tie you to this person: 9, 1, 10, 101, angel number, and 20. 1st of the 9th, 9th of the 1st, 20th of the 10th, or however they fit. I'd be writing these down because this is what's being delivered to you. This isn't in your energy now. Oh, 6 of Swords. So they themselves, through their hermit's journey, have had to overcome their storm. Had to move on from a lot. They chose to let go of things and themselves find their calmer waters. And anybody that has to go through a 6 of Swords and learns how to really get themselves out of that hardship and that storm, they know how to see lessons in life. And it can be very painful doing this. So you know not to repeat the same things. You know how to appreciate the good things and remove the unwanted things that can create friction and turbulence. This person would be very self-aware. This person would like calmness. There would be someone that maybe in the past thrived in chaos, but they seek stability now, right? Very good. Magician, the Lovers, destiny, manifestation. King of Cups, they could be Ace of Cups, literally new love, overflowing emotion, strong sense of self, so powerful intuition, especially with Magician, but knows emotion, right? Especially with that King of Cups, warm-hearted, kind, charismatic, overflowing emotion. Words of affirmation might be one of their strong I hate love, not that I hate, I agree with love languages, and I do think people show love differently, but I will say I do think this person would really have a strength with words. Judgment, magician, even this Six of Swords, knows how to approach tough conversations, right? Very good with emotion, but because remember I said the magician's mind, this person would have a worthiness, they'd be confident, and you need someone confident by your side. But new. And they would help you seeing yourself as well. Oh my God! Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Magician, Wheel, Judgment. Oh, and another about new. Miracle. That's a miracle card for me. Ace of Pentacles, Star, miracle card. It's going to feel like you've been touched from the heavens. The potential you guys can create. You could literally be power couple vibes here, right? This is part of your destiny. This person really could be quite well off as well. Just side note, not that that would matter to you, but I feel very financially secure. Maybe in the past you're always the financially secure one, more the breadwinner. This person's going to be your equal, if not, maybe even a little bit more abundant here. But the potential of what you guys could create, and true security, permanence. Oh, my angels. Look at the difference with the old person to, like, that's the magic. Just saying. This is Four of Wands, your true divine. Watch from the beginning. Three of Wands, manifestation. It's always been on the distant horizon, but you kept repeating the past cycle with this old thing that was attached to you. You couldn't let it go. It was your illusion of control. You thought that was your end stop. It was never your end stop. This is always, don't miss this cycle again. Big developments here. In all areas of your life, this connection will create so much, not just internal growth, but external growth. You will literally have such a beautiful, abundant, fulfilling life here. It's destined for you. Destined. One more. But because the wheel's at play, you have a test with the old and the new. I've had so many collectives with a test with the old and the new. Don't be blinded. Oh my God, Two of Swords, Emperor. As we said, you think this other person, don't be blinded. Don't be blinded. Two of Swords. This. Emperor energy. Look what's around it. That other person, that ain't Emperor energy. I promise you. Knight of Wands in reverse energy. Don't be blinded. I'm just here for advice. But this collective, you've repeated the lesson enough. I actually really feel, especially with this, I said it. I feel for the first time you'll see through it. But there's a reason I keep bringing it up. You may be tempted by past thought habit. And I think you'll see right through this other person. Hi, Priestess. Hopefully you do. Okay. We're just going to get you a surrender card, and then we're going to get tarot for this golden opportunity that's on its way. Although that seems very golden. Your lows... It's your biggest thing. It's your biggest thing. Even the universe, surrender to your low self-esteem. You are good enough. Stop aligning to things that make you feel you're not good enough, because that's why you keep choosing it, because you don't see yourself. You deserve success, you deserve love, and you deserve abundance. Remember I said for this collective, write everywhere, on behind every door, your fridge, your mirror, you are good enough. Write this whole thing actually. Say, I deserve success, love, and abundance. I set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem, aka this Knight of Wands in reverse, and anything else that blocks you from this. Write it everywhere. I always say this is why vision boards work. You don't need to stare at your vision board, but every time you walk past it, it's imprinting in your subconscious, right? Your subconscious is... Write it everywhere. Sorry, I'm getting passionate. Surrender to success. Let the abundance roll in. It's time. And your solar, clear your solar and your sacral, because it's only your wounding that keeps you tied to that thing. You are ready to experience abundance in all areas of your life. Don't look back at previous roadblocks. Tough cycles. End of a tough cycle approaches. Release the negativity. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. New. Thank you. Surrender to unhealthy relationships. Sign. Let go of relationships that do not, including toxic, unavailable people. This person that you believe to be your person for so long, every single deck they have third-party interference. Every single deck. They are not an available person. They keep pushing this in your soul because you keep choosing someone that doesn't see you. I love you guys, but truth. You deserve to be treasured. You deserve that treasure chest being delivered to you on the end of the rainbow by others, and be surrounded by positive people. This newer person, look at that mindset. You deserve it. You deserve your flame to be ignited again. It's your choice. It's your choice, this collective. Remember, and who brings the drama? Who brings the drama, the negativity? They're saying surrender to it. And that's why you need that dragonfly energy. Grace, silence, whatever. No matter how emotionally charged a situation is, remain calm and don't contribute to their drama. Staying centered will help you resolve the issues quickly. Dragonfly, sword of truth. Protect yourself, stand in power, adapt, change, and heal. Surrender to your true soul's path because it's been waiting. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth, and we said that. This person was meant to grow you in that department. They've done it. Now flick them off. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Beautiful. All right. Let's get your tarot for this present that's getting delivered. Expect the unexpected. All right. What's this golden? This is really good. Don't want to speak too soon. Okay, so we've got Hierophant, King of Stop it. Could you get a better pairing? Let's just go external just quickly. I normally like to go internal, but I always say he's my favorite king to see. Hierophant, King of Pentacles, strong sense of self-confidence, secure. That's why he can offer security. Trustworthy, ride or die. Hierophant, you are clearly a spiritual equal. But let's just quickly go. Let's see what's with it. Oh, God. I wonder who that is. Eight of Pentacles. Let's get one more for your Taureau. This is your golden opportunity coming with Magician. Okay. I do think a big part of the first part, magic in the air. I do think you have something very powerful coming when it comes to certain beliefs that you have, certain when it comes to commitment, foundation and permanence. This is definitely something that's arriving to you. This is also a card of marriage for me, but there's something about your mind internally, the strength of your mind, and certain belief systems you had that are about to really start to change, right? There's been an illusion of control over a certain outcome for this collective that has been keeping you captive and a little bit blind. And I think one of the biggest things that are coming for you with that sailboat, you are about to have another mind's awakening with certain things you've been holding on to, right? I think when it comes to your internal enlightened soul, spirituality, even your own with things are about to change up a little bit here. Now, this, especially when it comes to love, he's a real traditionalist, actually, in all aspects of his life. And I do think there's some things here And it's odd because I find a lot of spiritual people, you've kind of broken free from the traditionalist view, especially on love, marriage, kids, but these two here, I'm just feeling there's such a traditional kind of old school energy coming towards you. Now, I do think part of your own golden opportunity, he's the king sitting on top of his mountain, having his cake, eating it too, castle in the background. I do think you've got a lot of abundance coming forward with you, especially with that Ace of Pentacles. I know that was more towards this newer person, but I think you yourself, again, you wouldn't be calling in something that you didn't match for this collective. I kept bringing it up with that anchor energy. But I do think the situation that's on its way, the biggest thing I'm hearing is it can be trusted. This is something, this collective, there's something about your confidence and your past. You don't want to go into self-sabotage with what comes next. Very loyal. He can be loyal to a fault. And this is where you've got that geese over that true divine love on its way. Loyalty, dependability, faithfulness. It's someone that can be trusted. But this poor collective, you've been scarred so much in the past. I do think you can be a little bit self-destructive and impulsive when it comes to decisions and when it comes to communication. Now, I'm seeing this as a little bit of you, and I am seeing it from the scarring of this other thing that's connected to you, right? I think this you're going to be tested with. So focused on the end stop, he doesn't notice the red flags. He can create such a rapid high, then such a rapid low because of his impulsive tendencies, right? Now, we know externally you've got quick communication and a confession that's coming in, which is probably going to be done from a place of impulse because your next row, you're going to end up feeling used by it. You are going to be approached in impulse, and I think you're going to have a test with impulse because if you accept these words too quickly, there's something you have to end this tough cycle to create this new romantic cycle. And I think that right there, middle row, that is where your tester lies. This Knight of Swords behavior, externally approaching and internal reaction through it. Now, I do think this Eight of Pentacles, especially with this King of Pentacles here, I think this collective, you've really started to become a master of your craft. There's something here with this. It's the same day in, day out. It's just so repetitive and you kind of, I think this is evolving here. It's going to be intriguing to see what confirms this. But I also feel what's coming towards you is that dedicated effort, that anchor energy, the persistence, right? Manifestations. Actually making things a reality now. Not the obsessive, blah, blah, blah. You're going to be focused on the right things. And I do think you're going to get an ignition of that flame of passion within again. Just the strength of success and action to move forward. But this, destined. All right, let's confirm. You need to break the cycle though. End of a tough cycle, Ten of Swords, to get this. And I think this is going to be a wake-up call for you as well, your beliefs changing. This main collective, it is going to be a bit hard to swallow the pill of this other person not being aligned with you. I think you've been holding on for it for so long, it may feel a little bit painful. But again, this is what has kept you bound to the negativity and the tough cycle. This needs a change. Sorry, my battery, this must be a long reading. This is what's kept you bound to the negativity. This is what needs to be removed. That needs a change in direction, especially internally. And we know this is what's on its way rapidly. Just remember, this is not this. Equal give and take, Six of Pentacles, feeling valued, reciprocity, both loyal, both financially independent. Six of Pentacles under this is great. Giving and receiving affection, falling in love, right? Equal. Oh, Ace of Swords with this, that's your breakthrough. That's your revelation. That's your light bulb. That's your dragonfly. Be focused. Let this be your breakthrough. And I felt it. I do think you're going to get the epiphany and you're going to see. Oh, but I do think it's going to be confronting because it's been a habit for you for so long. 8, Queen of Pentacles, and that's how I said you should handle it. But through your 8 of Pentacles, you're activating, and can I just say you got my power couple here, and I felt that with that Ace of Pentacles in this new person's energy. That is my power couple. And what you guys are going to create here, magic. Literally the king to your queen, the queen to your king, and grounded, secure, dependable, reliable, confident. Beautiful. So chariot with the magician, perfect. Obstacles being removed, your journey, your destiny. And I remember saying in whatever part, this smells like a chariot activation, right? And one more thing I have to say, I'm being called to say this. When I was reading this new person, they were coming off so spiritual and this, but seeing this King of Pentacles, I know the Hierophant's here, but I actually feel this person has a spiritual soul, but they're more kind of grounded, logical and realistic. Like, I don't think they're a otherwise they would have been more King of Cups. I think they have a sixth sense and a knowing to the environment, but I think they're meant to kind of, I'm seeing that kind of chalk and cheese, right? They're meant to kind of ground your woo-woo, but be enticed by it at the same time. It's like they're the logic to your spirituality. Does that make sense? It's like they understand the mystery and the wonders of life, but I'm just feeling such a yang, like, you know, in a good way, like very grounded, but still magical. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when I was reading this, they were coming off very like, if anything, more practitioner, extremely magical. Here, I'm seeing them as very, like just secure, someone that's meant to ground you. It's a very nice energy I'm feeling from this. That is like such a good mix because they have it within them. I just feel a real alpha energy, right? Very nice. And Chariot. Beautiful. One more. Chariot, Magician, Hierophant, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, through all the dedicated effort, 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Did I say 8 of, why did I say that? Because your mind, maybe you might get into a tailspin and overthink, but you are good enough. But equal give and take. Even though a little bit chalk and cheese, 2 peas in a pod, right? Still very like-minded. You'll grow each other. You'll both make each other see things differently in a beautiful way. A lot of intellectual stimulation, I'm hearing. Oh, God, we know who that is, and isn't it funny? Be careful, because that's what you've got your test with. Your little mask, cowardly, false pretenses, stalemate. That middle row is the one thing that's blocking you. Have the breakthrough, have the epiphany. That comes first. Anyway, I'm going to stop now because my battery is on 10%. Good luck. Good luck. I genuinely feel this collective, you're going to finally see through it. But I just think maybe your habit may make you think you're making the wrong decision or something. Oh, trust in the true love bell. Once you end out the tough cycle, you could have just eaten a donut. Love bell on its way. Your perseverance is about to pay off. 4-leaf clover. Luck is on your side. Or 5-leaf clover. You could have just picked one. Luck is on your side. The golden heart with initials S and M. Your heart is protected. Magic all around you. My teapot. Remember, first part. Believe in magic. Full moon energy. New moon energy. Golden butterfly or golden wings. Not wings of weakness. Golden wings. Wings of confidence. And white candle wax. Okay. Important dates, memories, birthdays. I'd write these down because this would be newer energies. Birthday. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, but 3 and 4. Empress. Oh my God, you've got 5. 9th of the 4th, 4th of the 9th. 2018 could have been an important year for you. Again, we were talking about how all your years have kind of just molded into one. That could have been impactful for this collective. But 20th of the 3rd, 18th of the 3rd, 18th of the 9th, 10th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 10th, 18th of the 10th, but completion. End this cycle so you get this new romantic cycle and so much more for this collective. Okay, lots of love. Have a good day.